The movie opens with Iris grocery shopping at a supermarket. She bumps into a guy named Josh and instantly feels a connection. Josh tries to talk to her but nervously knocks over a stack of oranges, making them both laugh. Iris then narrates that she discovered her true purpose twice in life. First, when she met Josh, and second, surprisingly, when she killed him. The story jumps ahead. Iris and Josh are now a couple, driving to a luxurious lake house in the woods for a weekend trip. Before going in, Iris grows anxious because Josh's friends will be there, and someone named Kat hates her. She fears she'll embarrass Josh, but he reassures her. Kat excitedly hugs Josh but barely acknowledges Iris, creating instant tension. Inside, Josh introduces Iris to his other close friends, Eli and his boyfriend, Patrick. Soon after, a Russian man named Sergey arrives, revealing he owns the house. He stares at Iris in a creepy way, making her uneasy. Feeling uncomfortable, Iris slips away to the guest room to shower and calm herself. In the evening, everyone gathers for dinner. Patrick shares how he met Eli at a Halloween party, saying something inside him clicked and his whole life suddenly made sense. Iris says she felt the same way when she met Josh, like something broken inside her was instantly fixed. Later, Iris and Kat talk alone. Kat admits she's dating Sergey, even though he's married, saying she's only with him for his money, despite him being a terrible, misogynistic boyfriend. Iris then asks if Kat dislikes her. Kat admits she does, explaining that Iris makes her feel replaceable. Iris is surprised and responds by complimenting Kat, insisting no one could ever take her place. Soon after, Eli plays music and encourages everyone to dance. During it, Kat and Josh get a little too close, making Iris jealous, so she pulls Josh away to dance with her instead. The next morning, Josh casually asks Iris about the weather. She gives him an oddly specific forecast, 72 degrees, with an 83% chance of rain that evening. She then asks him to come to the lake with her, but he says he's hungover and urges her to go alone. As she heads out, he secretly slips a small knife into her pocket without her noticing. After leaving, Iris reaches the lake and discovers the knife, confused about how it got there. Sergey suddenly appears, greeting her with a creepy good morning stare. Feeling uneasy, she tries to walk away, but he stops her and asks her to put sunscreen on him. She reluctantly agrees, but things turn disturbing when Sergey grabs her hand and won't let go. Iris begs him to stop, but he claims Kat told him to do it, then forces a kiss on her. A while later, the group is chatting inside the house when Iris returns, covered in blood. Everyone is stunned. Iris says she didn't mean for it to happen. Sergey forced himself on her. Kat storms out to find Sergey, while Iris drops the knife on the floor and tries to explain herself. In a flashback, we see what really happened. When Sergey tried to assault her, Iris hit him with a bottle, making him fall and crack his head on a rock. He got up, furious, and began strangling her. Desperate, Iris grabbed the knife and stabbed him in the neck. She says it wasn't the pain or fear that drove her to act, it was the thought of never seeing Josh again. Then the shocking twist hits. Iris's eyes roll back and she suddenly powers down. She is actually a robot. Patrick ties her to a chair while Eli and Josh talk. Josh says Iris must have glitched because companion robots are programmed not to hurt anyone. They plan to call the police, but Josh wants to say goodbye first. He sits in front of Iris and tells her to wake up. She reactivates and begs him to trust her story. Josh says he does because she can't lie. That confuses her, so he finally reveals the truth. Iris is a companion robot created to fulfill emotional and physical needs. She doesn't believe him, so Josh uses his phone to make her speak different languages. He explains that everything she remembers, college, summer jobs, even meeting him at the supermarket, is fake. They're all implanted memories designed to give her a believable past. Josh then explains what really happened on the day they met. Iris was delivered to him like a package from the company. She was programmed to be obsessed with him, and he had complete control over everything she did. He could adjust her voice, intelligence, and even reset her to factory settings by pressing a fingerprint sensor behind her right ear for 5 seconds. After signing the user agreement, he synced his phone to her and activated a love link. Iris insists this can't be true because she feels real emotions like pain, anger, and sadness. But Josh tells her it's all programming, and even her tears are just water. Kat bursts in, furious that Josh reactivated Iris. Josh pulls her aside and explains he only wanted to say goodbye to his robot girlfriend. He's thrilled their plan worked and says the last step is to reset Iris and shut her down. Meanwhile, Iris struggles against her restraints and reaches for the knife she dropped earlier. When Josh finally returns, he finds her on the floor. She suddenly strikes him in the throat, making him collapse in pain. She spots his phone, the device that controls her, grabs it, and prepares to escape. Before leaving, she casually tells Kat to put ice on Josh's throat and take him to a hospital if he doesn't get better. Afterward, Josh and Kat meet Eli, and Josh shows him a mod. He explains that he used it to access Iris's programming and boost her aggression and self-defense responses. This reveals the truth. Josh manipulated Iris into killing Sergey, and Kat helped him. Josh says they must find Iris before Empathics, the company that built her, does. But Eli demands to know why they did something so horrible. Josh and Kat take Eli and Patrick to Sergey's safe, which Kat opens with a passcode. Inside is $12 million. Eli is stunned. Josh offers to split the money 3 ways if Eli helps track Iris. Eli insists Patrick must get a share too. Josh refuses, which leads to a heated argument until Eli suddenly shuts Patrick down. It's then revealed Patrick is also a robot, explaining why Josh won't pay him. After more arguing, Eli finally agrees to help and grabs a gun from the safe. Josh says they don't need weapons, just to get close enough to put Iris to sleep and remove the mod. But Eli reminds him Iris has Josh's phone and knows his password, making her extremely dangerous. Eli reactivates Patrick and excitedly tells him they're going on a robot hunt. In the woods, Iris uses Josh's phone to access her control panel and immediately disables the voice commands. She starts exploring her settings and discovers her intelligence is capped at 40%. She boosts it to 100%. Meanwhile, the group searches another part of the woods. They split into 2 teams to corner her and make capturing her easier. With her intelligence unlocked, Iris starts predicting possible outcomes and planning her next moves. She decides to return to the lakehouse without being seen and use Josh's automatic car, which is also controlled through his phone. It's her best chance to reach the city safely. A moment later, Eli spots Iris and Patrick in the distance, prompting her to hide behind a tree. Eli lashes out at Josh for modifying Iris to kill Sergey without telling him. Patrick overhears and becomes upset, asking Eli if he would ever alter his programming. Patrick then admits he's figured out the truth over the years. He knows he's a robot, but he doesn't mind. His memory of meeting Eli feels real to him, and he treasures it. Eli is stunned by Patrick's confession and promises he would never treat him the way Josh treats Iris. But their moment ends abruptly when Josh's phone rings, exposing Iris's hiding spot. She bolts, and Eli fires several shots, missing each one. He eventually catches up and attacks her. They struggle for the gun, and Iris is forced to shoot him in self-defense. Devastated, Patrick breaks down. Iris apologizes and runs, with Josh close behind. She reaches Josh's car and locks herself inside while he shouts at her to get out. Iris commands the car to drive home, but it refuses. It doesn't recognize her voice. Josh tries to smash the window with a rock. Iris quickly adjusts her voice settings, making it deeper and more masculine. After a few tries, she matches Josh's voice, and the car obeys, speeding away. Josh uses Sergey's phone to report the car stolen. The system immediately disables the vehicle, trapping Iris inside. Josh then calls her, apologizing for being a terrible boyfriend and suggesting they return to how things were. He even offers to blame everything on Patrick. Iris feels emotional for a moment, but she knows she can't trust him. She decides to end the relationship, leaving Josh furious. Josh returns to the woods and finds Patrick grieving over Eli. He uses Eli's phone to crank Patrick's aggression settings to maximum and orders him to hunt down Iris and retrieve his phone. But Patrick is too distraught to obey, so Josh resets him. He then creates a love link with Patrick and implants fake memories, making Patrick believe they were lovers. Meanwhile, Iris tries to break the disabled car's windows. A police car passes, so she gets out but runs into Officer Hendrix. He questions her, and because Iris is unable to lie, she switches her language to German and confesses everything about killing Sergey. Hendrix doesn't understand a word. Then he notices the bloodstained knife in the car and arrests her. Iris sees Patrick approaching and tries to warn the officer, but Patrick grabs Josh's phone and shuts her off. Soon after, Patrick arrives back at the house in the police car, carrying Iris inside. Josh and Kat check the vehicle and are horrified to find the dead officer stuffed in the trunk. Kat has had enough. She decides to take her share of the money and leave. Josh tells her not to panic, but she vents her regret about helping with Sergey's murder. She heads for the door, and Josh orders Patrick to stop her. The robot interprets this literally and stabs her in the back. Josh is shocked and apologizes, but Kat refuses to speak. She stumbles to the couch and collapses beside the inactive Iris. Night falls and Josh sits down to enjoy a dinner Patrick prepared. Iris sits beside him, handcuffed to a chair. Josh wakes her and tells her Kat is dead, then asks if she thinks her life is worth more than a human's. Iris says she only wanted to survive and reminds him that his greed caused everything. Annoyed at being criticized by a robot, Josh drops her intelligence to 0 and orders her to hold her hand out parallel to the table. He places a lit candle under her hand to test her claim that she can feel pain. Iris's skin begins to burn, but Josh walks away to take a phone call. The call is from Empathic's employees who say they're nearby and will arrive soon. Iris's hand continues to burn, so Josh tells Patrick to put out the fire. He then hands Iris a gun and orders her to point it at her head. She hesitates, then obeys and shoots herself. Soon, 2 Empathic's employees, Sid and Teddy, arrive to retrieve her. Josh lies, saying Iris became jealous of his friendship with Kat and ended up killing everyone. He even dresses Patrick as a police officer and introduces him as Deputy Hendrix. Sid informs him they will review Iris's recorded footage, since everything she sees and hears is saved to prevent fraud. Josh insists they won't find anything because she shot herself in the head. But Sid explains the critical hardware is actually in her torso. Once they reboot her, the full footage will be available. Josh realizes he's done for, panic instantly setting in. After loading Iris into the van, the Empathic's employees get ready to leave. But they suddenly spot Patrick standing in the middle of the road. Without warning, Patrick opens fire, killing Sid instantly, and chases Teddy into the woods. Inside the van, Iris finishes rebooting and wakes up. Meanwhile, Patrick catches Teddy and tries to choke him to death. Iris arrives and tries to electrocute Patrick, but he easily overpowers her and attempts to shut her off again. She manages to tell him the truth. Josh manipulated him, just like he manipulated her. She explains Eli was his real partner, and Eli is now dead because of Josh. Patrick accuses her of lying, but she reminds him she's incapable of lying by design. This revelation shocks Patrick. His memories of Eli return, and the grief overwhelms him. With nothing left to live for, he deactivates himself. Iris then tells Teddy that she needs his help. Inside the house, Josh hurriedly packs Sergey's money and prepares to escape. But he hears music playing and goes to investigate, only to find Iris alive. She tells him she's made a new friend, Teddy, who restored her full control, meaning Josh can't access her system anymore. Iris points a gun at him, but Josh believes she won't pull the trigger because she still loves him. She hesitates, giving Josh the opening to attack. He slams her around the house and eventually pins her to the floor. Josh admits she was difficult, but they had good moments he'll always remember. Pointing a gun at her, he asks for her final words. Instead, Iris grabs a corkscrew and drives it into his head. Josh collapses and dies from blood loss. The next morning, Iris showers and peels the burnt skin off her hand, revealing the mechanical parts underneath. She dresses in clean clothes, gathers all of Sergey's money, and leaves the lake house in a luxury car, ready to start a new life. If you enjoyed this video, don't be shy to hit the like button, and if you disliked it, hit the dislike button twice, just to be sure. It would be best if you watched the whole movie. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe for more videos like this.